Finally, now I can say that I'm no longer related to you guys. Honestly, it was really annoying being treated like family all this time. Your damn father really did us a favor by distributing everything like that.
Rowan, how could you say such terrible things? He may be your stepfather, but he was still your father. It's only been a week since he passed away.
I don't care. To me, he's just a stranger. Oh, yeah, and since he treated us like family, we're entitled to all of his inheritance as a consequence.
Wait, what are you saying? We did become siblings because our parents got remarried. I understand that you might not have very fond feelings for me, and I can accept that. But does that really mean you intend to take your hands on the money your father left behind?
I'm not just gonna take my hands on it, I'm gonna take all of it!
Huh?
Well, then it's settled. As far as I'm concerned, you and I are no longer family. Do you really think I want to deal with those outdated, old-fashioned people from the 70s era moving forward?
Hold on, Rowan. Give back what belongs to my father. That inheritance is something he left for us. Come on. Please, Rowan.
You're his sister, huh? Unbelievable. How could you do this? It's absolutely appalling. You call yourself a sister when you didn't even show up for the wedding? Are you kidding me? You've ruined a prestigious family wedding like it was nothing. I will not forgive you for this.
Who are you?
I'm Maddie, your brother's fiancé. I've heard so much about you from him. And let me tell you, the way you've betrayed him by canceling the wedding at the last minute shows you're completely finished as a person. As the bride, I'm going to make sure that our entire family comes together to deal with you.
But I don't have a brother.
Excuse me?
I'm an only child, and both of my parents have passed away. Are you sure you're not mistaking me for someone else?
That can't be right. This number is the one he gave me.
Well, there's a chance that he made a mistake. Or maybe there's some sort of misunderstanding. Could you tell me the name and contact information of the person you're looking for? Rowan, how could you do this to me?
Who the hell are you?
It's Cassidy, your former sister-in-law.
Why are you contacting me?
Your fiancé reached out to me. Why is it that you cut ties with us but are still canceling the wedding?
What? You bothering me for that? Seriously?
Are you serious right now?
Look, it doesn't look good that no one came except for my mom, all right? So I just lied about it. Who cares? We're practically strangers and you just want to stick your nose into our business.
You dragged me into this without my consent, and now you're blaming me? And I heard this too. You've been telling everyone that I'm the terrible sister who ran off with the inheritance? Is that really how you want to portray me? That I'm this heartless, villainous sister while you're the good brother who's just trying to forgive her? I can't believe what I'm hearing. It's completely outrageous.
Shut up. It's not like you've been affected by any of this, so why do you care? Has it really caused you any trouble?
Maybe not directly, but who feels good being portrayed as the villain? Did you really not have any brotherly feelings towards me? After 10 years together, you can betray me so easily and then still drag us into this mess? Enough is enough.
Duh, you're so loud. Whining over losing some money is just pathetic. Are you poor or something?
That money was saved by my dad for emergencies after my mom passed away. And now you want to take what my father left behind?
Scary! This is why you'll end up as an old maid, always yelling and angry. Anyway, you canceled my wedding, that's the truth. Don't start digging up the past like it matters now.
What did you just say? You're the one who ran away, and yet you're saying whatever you want? Don't talk like that.
Cassidy, I sincerely apologize for the rude comments I made earlier. I realize now that my emotions got the better of me, and my reaction was immature and uncalled for. I've been reflecting on how I acted, and I truly regret it.
No, it's understandable. If Rowan has been telling you that I'm the villain, then it's no surprise that you would be angry. I'm still unmarried, but if the family of someone I loved canceled a wedding like this, I think I'd be furious as well.
Thank you for understanding. Honestly, until you showed me those messages from Rowan, I had no idea of his true nature. It's quite embarrassing, really.
I'm glad I thought to send you screenshots of everything. Don't worry about being deceived. It happens to the best of us. But I have to ask, what exactly did Rowan say of our relationship? It sounds like he painted me as some kind of terrible monster.
Well, he mentioned that he was bullied by his stepmother and her daughter, and that he had been suffering for a long time. He also said that even though he and his sister had a strained relationship, he was really happy that she was planning to come to the wedding. He thought they would finally be able to reconcile, but when she didn't show up, he was heartbroken. He said something like, "She thinks of me as nothing but a toy to hurt."
And that's quite a dramatic story he spun. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he could become a novelist with how much imagination he has.
I had heard that siblings didn't get along, but even after seeing those screenshots, there was a part of me that wanted to believe in him. However, when I checked his phone, I found evidence that he had been deceiving me all along.
Oh, that's why he suddenly stopped replying to my messages. I see now.
I was devastated when I discovered the truth. The fact that Rowan could be this kind of person is shocking. At this moment, I find it hard to trust anyone at all.
He's a master of deception, and I was fooled for a whole 10 years. He betrayed us, yet he painted my father as the villain while playing the tragic hero himself. That's something I can never forgive. It's not just that, he continues to deceive people without a hint of remorse.
Cassidy.
I haven't been in touch with anyone and didn't even know where to find you, but now I feel like an opportunity has finally come. I intend to reclaim everything that was taken from me. I want to drag him down to hell. If you don't want to get involved, I suggest you run away while you still can.
Wait, let me help you.
What? No, I mean, yes, you are indirectly involved, but you shouldn't get directly involved, right?
True, but I desperately want to help. I belong to a prestigious family, and because of that, there are things I can do that no one else can.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this isn't something you should just jump into lightly. This is serious business, and there are a lot of risk involved. I don't want to drag you into something dangerous.
I understand the risks, but my family's reputation has been tarnished, as well because of what Rowan has done. I have connections, resources, and influence that can make a difference. I can't just sit back and watch him ruin everything. I won't stand for it.
Wow, you really are passionate about this, aren't you? I admire that, but I just want to make sure you know what you're getting into. Rowan is cunning and manipulative, and he won't hesitate to use everything at his disposal to protect himself.
I know, but that just makes me want to fight even harder. He has manipulated both of us for too long. We have to join forces and expose him for who he truly is. This is our chance to take back what he stole from us.
I see your point. If we work together, we might stand a better chance. But we need to be careful and plan everything out thoroughly. We can't let our emotions cloud our judgment.
Absolutely. We must be strategic about this. I've been thinking of ways to gather information and evidence against him. If we can show his true nature to everyone, people will start to see through his lies. It's time he faced the consequences of his actions.
I like the sound of that. But first, we need to gather everything we can about him. His interactions, his lies, anything that could expose him. We can't leave any stone unturned.
Right! Let's start making a list of all the people he has manipulated or deceived. If we can get testimonies or evidence from them, it could really strengthen our case. Plus, we should keep an eye on his movements to find out what he's up to. I have a few contacts who can help us with this.
That sounds great. With your connections and my determination, I believe we can bring him down. But we must be careful. He may try to turn people against us if he catches wind of what we're doing.
Agreed. We need to act discreetly. For now, let's focus on gathering our resources and preparing ourselves. We're going to need all the support we can get to face him head on.
Absolutely. We'll prepare for battle. This is just the beginning. Rowan may think he can get away with everything, but he's about to learn that his reign of deception is coming to an end.
Hey, you old hag, what the hell is this document supposed to be?
Wow. Starting off with old hag, huh? You've always had such a foul mouth. It's truly a wonder you've ever managed to charm a single woman, let alone convince one to marry you.
Shut up! I couldn't care less about that. Just explain what this document is already.
If I were to put it in the simplest terms, I've decided to sue you.
What? Sue me? For what? I haven't done anything to deserve getting sued.
You really don't see it, do you? You've done a mountain of things that would warrant this, but for now, I've chosen to sue you for defamation. It's the easiest thing to prove in court. You've been spreading rumors and lies about me, haven't you? You've been going around slandering my name. And let me tell you, that's more than enough to qualify as defamation.
What? What the hell? Are you trying to scare me or something? If this is supposed to be a threat, it's a pretty pathetic one.
Excuse me?
Look, even if I said some bad things about you, that's just personal opinion. You can't seriously think that's enough to qualify as defamation. Do you even know what you're talking about? You should think a little harder before pulling something like this.
Really? Let me refresh your memory then. At your wedding, you gave this dramatic speech in front of all your guests, with tears streaming down your face. You told them I thought my estranged sister had finally turned over a new leaf and would show up to my wedding, but she canceled at the last minute. My family is so awful. This is the kind of people they are. And after that, you even posted a video of it online. Do you have any idea how many views that video got? It went viral, didn't it? Everyone felt so sorry for you, didn't they? But guess what? I watched that video too, and I know for a fact that every single word you said was a complete lie. None of it was true. My lawyer has seen it as well, and he said it's more than enough evidence to sue you for defamation. And that's why I'm taking legal action against you.
Why are you so obsessed with me? You really are something else, you know that? You go out of your way to ruin someone's happy moment, and then you turn around and claim that it's defamation? Everything I said was the truth. I didn't say a single thing that wasn't true.
You couldn't be more wrong. And obsessed? Don't flatter yourself. It's not an obsession. It's 10 years of pent-up anger that have finally turned me into the person I am today.
What?
It's been 13 years since our parents were married. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't exactly what you'd call a happy family. I had just lost my mother to illness and I was struggling to adjust to a new stepmother. I didn't know how to deal with it, but despite everything, I was genuinely happy to have a little brother. At first, we got along well.
Well, yeah, back then I was just a kid, wasn't I? Every kid sucks up to adults when they're small. It's not like I was doing it because I liked you or anything.
Yes, you were a child then, and I could tell that you were starting to develop a rebellious attitude as you grew older. But I understood. I knew it wasn't because we were related by blood and you were going through a sensitive time. I figured that being called an old hag or having you lash out at me was just because I was the only one you could vent your frustrations on. And that's why I tried to let it go. I still saw you as my little brother. Despite all the fights, I considered you family, and I cared about you deeply. But that all changed after that day.
Wow, you're really laying it on thick. Is this supposed to be some heartfelt confession? Give me a break. I never thought of you as family, not once. And now you're acting like the victim? You didn't even realize what was going on.
You're right. What you did wasn't something a family member would do. I still remember the first thing you said to me when our father passed away. I'll never forget it. You looked at me while I was crying over our father's death, and with the biggest smile I've ever seen, you said, "Finally, we're strangers." You said it like it was the best news you'd ever heard. Then you went on to say how much you had suffered living with me, and you finished by saying, I refuse to live another day under the same roof as someone pretending to be my sister. Can you believe it? And to top it all off, after you said all that, you took every last penny of our father's inheritance for yourself. I couldn't believe it. How could you do that?
Oh, come on, you think I don't have a reason to be angry? You ruined my teenage years. You, a total stranger, always acting like my oldest sister. It was unbearable. I took the inheritance to get back at you. It was payback. You brought this on yourself.
Whatever you say. But from my perspective, I was abandoned by the only family I had left. Even when I was crying in despair, no one came to comfort me. You pushed me to the edge. I hated you so much that I wanted you out of my life. I wanted to erase your existence. And that's why I'm going to make the most of this opportunity. You owe me $1,000 in damages for defamation, and you're going to pay every penny.
Only $1,000? That's nothing! Are you seriously making such a big deal over such a tiny amount of money? Your hatred is as small as that number!
Even if it's a small amount, I'm suing you to damage your reputation. And that's my goal here.
Wait, what?
I heard you started your own company using our father's inheritance. That makes you the president, doesn't it? Well, don't you think people should know that the person running that company is a scoundrel like you? I'd hate for anyone to do business with someone like you without knowing the truth.
Hey, wait a second. Are you trying to ruin my position? That's defamation too, you know.
Don't try to compare me to you. I'm not spreading lies like you are. I have the evidence to back up my claims. If you want to sue me, go ahead. I'm ready to fight this all the way, but I doubt you have the guts to do that.
Don't mess with me. If you're gonna fight, then I'll fight back with everything I've got.
Oh, I'm counting on it. If it comes to that, I'll make sure to crush everything you gained with our father's inheritance. Everything.
Crush everything? You think you can win just because you're suing me for defamation? This won't hurt me at all. You want to know why? Because my wife comes from a powerful family. With her help, I can get through anything. Too bad for you. Damn it, you've sent me another strange document. What the hell is going on here?
That's a document regarding something different from defamation. While you've been MIA, I hired a lawyer who specializes in inheritance issues. I'm planning to take back our father's estate as soon as I locate you.
What?
Since I finally found you, it's only natural that I take immediate action.
This is pointless! The estate has been officially passed down to me, the son! If you couldn't get it, don't start getting jealous.
Yes, you do have a right to inherit something, but let's be clear. The share you're getting is significantly less than mine. Actually, I found a letter confirming how our father wanted his estate divided while he was still alive. It seems he entrusted it to a lawyer to avoid any disputes.
What the hell? I've never heard of this before.
The day after you took off, the lawyer came over regarding the inheritance. He was shocked. He never thought you would steal everything. By the way, the letter states that I'm entitled to 80% of the estate.
80%? So I only get 20%?
That's right. But hey, look at the bright side. At least you're still getting something, right? I have documented everything from bank records to screenshots of messages. All of it proves that you took the inheritance for yourself. So you owe me 80% of the total estate, $400,000 to be exact. You're going to pay me back.
$400,000? You really think I could just come up with that kind of money out of nowhere?
Funny coming from you, considering you snatched $500,000 and ran off. And it's only been 3 years. Surely you've got some of that $500,000 left, right? You should at least return what you've spent.
No way! That money is mine, and I've hardly got any of it left anyway.
Oh, why is that?
I wanted to impress Maddie, the daughter of a prestigious family and the president of her own company. I was living it up, spending like crazy, and I even started my own business, so I only have about half of that money left. That's why I can't pay you back.
If you don't have it, then you'll have to borrow the money to pay me back.
What?
What you did is considered theft. That means you absolutely have to return what you took. You so easily took what our father left for us, and I won't be lenient about it. I'm bringing in a lawyer and we'll take legal action. If this continues, you could end up losing your house as well.
Wait, you're going after my house too?
Of course. I'll make sure you sell everything you own to come up with the money you owe me. Honestly, I'm surprised you only have half of it left. Your company might be finished too.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Let's just say that if you think you can get away with all of this so easily, you're mistaken. You've been living off stolen money, and eventually it's going to catch up with you. The money you swindled from my father is rightfully mine. I've done my research, and with the evidence I've gathered, you're going to have a hard time explaining yourself in court. The lawyer I hired is quite experienced in these matters, and they will make sure you face the consequences of your actions.
This is insane! You think you can just waltz in here and claim everything? You really believe you can win against me in court?
I'm not just going to walk in and claim everything. I'm going to prove that what you did was wrong. The law is on my side. You're the one who broke the trust and stole our father's legacy. All I'm doing is making sure it gets returned to where it belongs.
This is ridiculous! You're acting like you're some sort of saint, but you're just as greedy as I am. You think I won't fight back?
I expect you to fight back, but I'm prepared for that. The evidence against you is solid, and you'll find it challenging to defend your actions. Just think about it. $400,000 is a lot of money, and I'm not going to let you get away with this without a fight.
You think you can intimidate me? I won't back down.
I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just stating the facts. If you want to contest this, I welcome it. I'll make sure the courts see your theft for what it is, and I won't stop until I get what I'm owed.
You've got to be kidding me. You really believe you're going to win this?
You might want to reconsider your stance. The more you fight, the more evidence I can gather against you. It's your choice how far you want to take this, but just know I'm serious about claiming what belongs to me.
You'll regret this. I'm not going down without a fight. Maddie, help me! My sister, who hates me, has set me up! It looks like my company is gonna go under! If things keep going this way, my life will be over! Please, help me. We're gonna be a couple soon, so let's team up against her together!
Don't joke around!
What?
I've seen all the evidence from Cassidy. The real villain here is you. How could you betray me like this? I trusted you.
No! That's not true! Everything was fabricated!
I've been receiving updates from Cassidy about your interactions. Every little detail. So I can't trust you anymore. I can't stand someone who could so easily abandon a sister, even if it's by marriage. You're truly the worst. I'm breaking off our engagement, and I won't provide any funding for your company either. I never want to see you again.
Wait, are you serious? You lied when you said you would save my company? You said you'd help, and because of that, I even took out loans from the bank to keep things afloat. If I can't pay them back, I'll lose everything.
A company built on the inheritance of someone else's parents deserves to collapse.
That's a problem. If I go bankrupt, I'll be in debt for far more than just a few $100,000. Please help me, I'm begging you.
And the debt is only going to increase.
What?
I will be filing for damages for breaking off our engagement. On top of that, I'll demand the return of the inheritance and the repayment of any loans. It's going to be a disaster, but good luck managing the payments. You've brought this on yourself.
Wait, I'm begging you. Please help me. I don't want to be in this situation at my age. Please.
You think it's that easy? You expect me to just forgive you after everything? The damage you caused is irreparable.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I thought we could make it work. I thought you believed in me.
Believing in you? After finding out how you deceived everyone? You think that's what I signed up for? I thought you were a good person, but it turns out you're just a fraud. How could you lie to me about something so serious?
I was desperate. I thought I could turn things around. I just needed a little time, a little support. If I don't find a way out, I'll lose everything I've worked for.
And you expect me to be the one to fix your mistakes? No way. I have a life of my own to think about. You don't get to drag me into your mess.
But Maddie, we were supposed to support each other. We were going to be a team. I thought you cared about me.
Caring about you doesn't mean I'll ignore your wrongdoings. I can't believe I fell for your lies. You've shown me your true colors, and it's not pretty.
Please, I can change. I'll make things right. Just give me a chance.
A chance? After all the chaos you've created, I don't even know who you are anymore. You've betrayed my trust, and that's not something I can overlook.
Maddie, I'm begging you. I don't want to be on my own. You don't understand how dire this situation is. Without your support, I'm finished.
You've put yourself in this position, and now you want me to clean it up? It doesn't work that way. You need to face the consequences of your actions.
I can't face this alone. I'm terrified. I can't bear the thought of losing everything.
And you think I should feel sorry for you? You brought this on yourself, and now you want sympathy? I have every right to be angry.
But please, just think about everything we've talked about, everything we've planned. We were supposed to have a future together.
A future built on lies? I don't want that kind of future. I want honesty, integrity, and trust. You've shown me none of that.
Maddie, I swear I'll do better. I'll prove it to you.
You've no credibility left with me. I'm sorry, but this is where it ends. I won't be a part of your downfall, and I refuse to be dragged into your lies any longer.
No, don't do this. I can't do this without you. Please, I'm begging you, help me.
Cassidy, in the midst of everything that was going on, I also decided to file for damages against him. I'm sorry for kind of riding on the coattails of your situation.
It's all right. Thanks to all the information you shared, I was able to corner him to that extent. I'm really glad I could help in some way. Thank you again.
No, I'm just glad to be of assistance.
But why did you decide to help me? You weren't directly involved in this, were you?
Actually, my parents also remarried, and I had a stepsister. I was close with her, but suddenly her mother disappeared. She was left heartbroken and cried a lot.
That sounds a bit like my situation.
Yes, it really does. I witnessed my sister's sadness, and it made me realize that the sorrow of someone abandoned by their family is beyond measure. The fact that he could abandon you just after you lost your father is truly terrible, and it reminded me of my own sister. Because of those feelings, I wanted to support you, even if I initially said something rude.
I see. Thank you. The pain of being abandoned by family is indeed immeasurable, as you said. I wouldn't say it's the same kind of pain, but I'm still happy to have someone who understands my sorrow.
I appreciate you saying that. Thanks to you, I was able to avoid getting married. This must be fate or something, so could we continue to be friends from now on?
Huh? Is that all right? It's not often you meet new people at our age.
I might be a bit awkward, but please take care of me.
Of course. It's nice to find someone who understands. After all, our experiences are different, but the emotions behind them connect us in some way.
Exactly. We can support each other through our hardships. It's comforting to know that we're not alone in this.
Yes. Even if we have different backgrounds, we share a common understanding of loss and pain. That gives us a unique bond.
And now we can help each other heal. It's like we're creating a new family of sorts, one that's based on mutual respect and understanding.
I love that idea. Building new connections with people who genuinely care is important, especially after everything we've been through.
Definitely. And since we've both dealt with difficult family situations, we can relate to each other in other ways others might not understand.
Right? It's refreshing to talk to someone who gets it. I felt so alone in my struggle for a long time. Having you here makes me feel less isolated.
I'm glad I can be that person for you. I felt the same way when I was going through my own situation. Having a friend to confide in makes a world of difference.
Absolutely. We can share our experiences and help each other find closure. There's strength in knowing someone else has walked a similar path.
Yes, and even though our stories are different, the emotions are universal. We can use that to uplift each other.
I appreciate your kindness and understanding. It means a lot to me to have someone who can empathize with what I've been through.
And I feel the same way. Let's support each other going forward. We've both suffered, but now we can focus on building a brighter future together.
That sounds wonderful. Here's to new beginnings and the strength we find in friendship.
And cheers to that. I'm looking forward to seeing where this journey takes us.
Me too. With your support, I feel like I can actually start healing and moving forward. Thank you for being there for me.
Of course. And remember, you're never alone in this. I'm here for you no matter what.
And that means so much. Let's make a pact to be there for each other through thick and thin.
Absolutely. We'll face whatever comes our way together. We're stronger as a team.
Rowan had fallen into a deep cycle of debt, borrowing money to pay off previous loans, which only led him further into financial trouble. His situation worsened when his company went bankrupt, leaving him without a source of income. The mounting pressure of unpaid salaries and the temptation to engage in dishonest practices eventually led him to commit crimes such as embezzlement. As a result of his actions, he was arrested, marking a dramatic downfall from the person he once was. With his debts piling up and his company collapsing, Rowan found himself in an incredibly precarious position. The money he once had, perhaps a meager sum, had vanished entirely. He became literally penniless, stripped of any financial security or means to support himself. This stark reality hit him hard as he realized that he was now facing a life devoid of any monetary resources. As Rowan's financial struggles escalated, his personal relationships also began to crumble. His mother, overwhelmed by the shame and burden of his failures, ultimately lost all patience with him. In a heartbreaking turn of events, she decided to disappear from his life, leaving Rowan completely alone. This abandonment further deepened his sense of despair, pushing him into a position where he felt utterly forsaken without support. He found himself in a dark place, both emotionally and financially, and the weight of his isolation became almost unbearable. On the other hand, I had developed a different story for myself. I began to cultivate a friendship with Maddie, someone who had become a significant part of my life. We started going out to eat together once a month, and these outings quickly evolved into a cherished routine. Each meal we shared became an opportunity to deepen our bond, filled with laughter and heartfelt conversations. I felt grateful for the chance to create new memories with her, especially in contrast to Rowan's troubling circumstances. As I reflected on my relationship with Maddie, I found immense value in the connection we were building. Our dinners together provided a sense of stability and joy that I had not anticipated. Maddie's presence in my life became a source of support and happiness, which contrasted sharply with Rowan's experience of loss and despair. I realized how important it was to nurture these new friendships and cherish the moments we created together. In the face of Rowan's misfortunes, I felt a surge of gratitude for my own situation. While Rowan was battling his demons, I was learning to appreciate the simplicity of companionship and the warmth that comes from shared experiences. I understood that life is full of ups and downs, and while I may not have faced the same financial ruin as Rowan, I too had my challenges. However, the joy of friendship reminded me that not all was lost. There were still bright moments to be had. Each time I met Maddie, I was reminded of the importance of having someone to share life with. We talked about our dreams, our fears, and the small joys we encountered in our daily lives. With every conversation, our bond grew stronger. We laughed at silly stories, shared our hopes for the future, and found comfort in knowing that we had each other to lean on. These gatherings became a beacon of light in my life, illuminating the way forward and helping me navigate through any darkness I faced. As I continued to reflect on the contrasting paths that Rowan and I were taking, I realized how easily one's life can change. It is vital to recognize the value of relationships and the impact they have on our emotional well-being. I have made a conscious decision to cherish my time with Maddie and to be present in our shared moments. I believe that by nurturing this friendship, I am not only enriching my life, but also creating a foundation for future memories that will last a lifetime. Going forward, I intend to focus on building more memories with Maddie and celebrating the bond we have forged. I want to explore new places with her, try different cuisines, and embark on adventures that will strengthen our connection even further. Each experience we share will be a step towards creating a treasure trove of memories that I can look back on with fondness. I aim to approach each month with excitement, anticipating our next meal and the conversations that will ensue. In a world where Rowan's life has taken a tragic turn, I find solace in the joy of companionship and the promise of new experiences. The warmth of friendship serves as a reminder that, even in challenging times, there are moments of happiness to be found. As I navigate my journey, I carry with me the lessons learned from observing Rowan's struggles. It is a stark reminder to value what I have and to invest in the relationships that bring me joy. I look forward to creating a tapestry of memories with Maddie, woven from the threads of our shared experiences. I hope to one day look back on these moments and smile, knowing that I chose to embrace life fully, despite the obstacles that may arise. In the face of adversity, I have discovered the strength of friendship and the importance of nurturing relationships that uplift and inspire us.